So I've not done like any posts for ages. I've been so quiet this January on my Instagram. I've not had the best week. It's not been a great week. There's been a lot of things in the press that I really didn't want to be in. And obviously I've been in, you know, this, you know, I don't know what to call it, this industry, whatever, for a long time. And I kind of feel like with anything that's come up in the press, I've always, you know, kept silent and kept like a dignified silence. But yeah, basically it was really horrible, like having, you know, to go to court and what have you. I was super nervous. It was just horrible. And, you know, it was just not very nice. But I think having to have that like in the press as well was just horrendous. I didn't realise that when I got in the courtroom for the driving offences, I wasn't driving the car. It was my boyfriend that was driving the car. That there would be like 8, like I can't remember because I tried not to look, but I think there was about like 8 press from there, which was just, it was just horrible, to be honest with you. You know, I totally respect the law and the police, and it was such a misunderstanding. I basically, when my boyfriend got these driving offences, I stupidly and naively said to him, I was like, you know, you must reply and say it was you. However, that was wrong of me. I should have replied because it was my responsibility. So it was a massive misunderstanding and a lesson to me, a very expensive one. And obviously I'm truly sorry. And I now realise that, you know, I should have replied. It absolutely wasn't out of arrogance. It was stupidity and naivety that I thought my boyfriend could reply on my behalf because he was the one that was driving. So it's just been an unpleasant experience, to be honest with you. And everything that I prepared with my solicitor, it was incredibly intrusive because I didn't think that the things that we prepared that were personal would be in the press, stupidly. Yeah, just things about my finances and things about my family and things about my health, my mental health. So even the name of my therapist was named for the whole world to read, or, you know, my financial situation. You know, I'm a proud person. I've tried my best as a single mom. I tried to keep my best to keep it like everything like afloat. I had to be honest. Obviously, you have to be honest in court. You know, you swear an oath. And I told them, because I think people would assume, oh, it's all right for her, she can afford a driver. And I had to explain, no, I can't actually. You know, I wasn't married to the father of my children. And that I actually, in fact, have enough money to pay my tax bills, because my tax bills, you know, aren't small, and my VAT. And it's very, very important to be paying your tax bills and your VAT. So this is the things that I was trying to explain. There were things wrote in the press that weren't true. Apparently, I said in the courtroom, I've got enough. I've got enough to pay for my tax and VAT, which I said. But a mortgage, I don't pay a mortgage. The house that I live in is my ex's, Scott's. I live in Scott's house because we have 3 children together, and he owns the house. And they're also saying something like, oh yeah, I have enough, apparently, like I would say this, I have enough for my tax, my VAT, a mortgage, never paid a mortgage, and which I'm not proud of. I wish I was doing right now. But also saying, and a bit of tea. Like, are you joking? Could you imagine if I said that? Absolutely not. But I was incredibly upset. Like, I was in tears because the press thought it was okay to put a picture up of my family home, which I don't think should be legal, on the internet. And I was absolutely I don't understand how that's allowed. You know, it puts me in danger and my children, and I just can't believe it. It's not moral. It might be legal, but it's not moral, and I don't think it should be legal. And yeah, just kind of so intrusive. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've cried a lot this week. It's not just about the ban or anything like, you know, obviously that isn't great, but, you know, it's the intrusion on like my privacy. However, you know, I you know, of course I respect the law, and I respect the police, and, you know, but it was things like, say for example, I've just been trolled by saying, say for example, in court, I was trying to explain I'm a single mother of 3. So in the court, probably for me in Ubers, it probably cost me about £100 a day. That is very expensive for anybody, I think. So say, for example, if I've got 3 children and one's got, I don't know, gymnastics, or somebody's got football, and how much it takes, so it's like £10 there, £10 back, £20 each child. It's like there and back, whatever you're doing, you know. So the court asked me, they said how much it was today to take, and I would never lie in court ever. Of course, I absolutely would never even think about it. How much was it, you know, to take your son to nursery? This morning I looked, yeah, I thought I knew how much it was for the Uber trip. It was £10. But I'm seeing all the other journeys that I would have to do with mounted up. So anyway, it's just, you know what, I respect the court and I respect the police, but what I didn't respect was basically how the press basically got everything, churned it all up and was like, there you go. And I always kept a dignified silence, and I was just appalled. To be quite honest with you, I was absolutely appalled with what the press did. And you know, I've been in this industry a long time, and I've always like defended other people, you know, because I've seen it. I've grown up in it. I've seen it happen to so many people and what they do, and I've got a voice. So I just wanted to have my say. Anyway, it's a brand new week next week, and my 2025 starts next week. But yeah, I've got a lot to be grateful for. And, you know, I always kind of feel like when bad things happen, you know, anyway, I just wanted to say what I wanted to say, because, yeah, it's not been a nice week at all. Probably just the press intrusion has made me feel really humiliated, to be honest with you. And, yeah, just really humiliated. And I just wanted to say my bit.